Yep. So because of the Purim, we're gonna see we can have some insight learning on Megillah Esther, and just in the language of the Megillah, according to Moam Loez, that shows you how the situation unfolded when Ahasuerus made a feast, and he made a feast, festive meal for all the people. And he says that, let me see here, I'm going to read it in English here. He made a banquet for all his ministers and servants with the army of Paras and Madai, the governors, the ministers, the states being present. And he to display his wealth and his royal glory, magnificence of the majesty of his greatness. And we know that according to Midrash and Midrash Rabbah, Megillah Esther, it says that he was celebrating no return for Jews, celebrating that the prophecy of Yirmiyahu that Jews will be coming back and to land of Israel and repossessing it, and they counted according to their calculation. It didn't happen. So while inviting Jews to that feast, for them that would be like celebrating the death of the nation. I mean, for the Jews to come and be there. And Megillah also tells us that when Jews celebrate and they have a happy mood, they sit down, they eat and drink, and they praise Hashem for the blessings that He bestows upon them. But what happens here at the feast of Ahasuerus? It says then when they're on a seventh day, when the king was merry with wine, he told Memuchan, Bizesa, Harvona, Bixa, Agasta, Zisar, and Carcass, the 7 attendants who waited upon King Ahasuerus, to bring Queen Vashti, because they started praising the beauty of the women. This is what they started doing when they got drunk, and saying, who has a better women? And Ahasuerus says that my queen, my wife, is the most beautiful of all. And to prove that, he said, I'm going to prove it to you. So he sent the message to, as it says here, Veshati Malka Lipnei Hamelech Beketer Malchus. I'm sorry, Vashti Hamalka. So when her name is mentioned here, it says first her name, her personal name, Vashti, and then it says Malka. So in a way, it's putting stress on that she is most importantly the wife of Ahasuerus, who is the king, and then she's a Malka, she's a queen because she married him. And in return, Queen Vashti, that's what it says, Vetamaes Hamalka Vashti. When she sent the answer to him, she says, I'm the Malka Vashti. First, I'm the Malka, and then I'm Vashti. And she also hinted to him that when you're asking me to come in a royal, let me see, in a royal.
What? I didn't hear that.
He just wanted her to basically come naked, just wearing the crown. That's what he asked her. And she is reminding him, saying that I'm the Malka, and the only reason that you are the Melech, the only reason you are the king, because I'm the queen. I'm a descendant of my granddaughter of Nebuchadnezzar, and you married me. That's why you are who you are right now. And when you're asking me to come naked in a crown, you're basically behaving like a horse stable boy who you originally were. And just like then, when you are asking for naked women come to you when you get drunk, you continue to do that. But remember, I'm a queen, Vashti, stressing that she is a queen. And then, the next time, when Ahasuerus put it to the judgment of his advisors, we have a name of the Mimuchan, who is our Rabbeim tell us that this is basically that's Aman. So Mimuchan says that not only she acted against the king that the queen Vashti acted disobediently, but also against all the ministers and all the nations who live in the states of King Ahasuerus. For the incidents of the queen will spread among all the women to belittle their husbands. And when the nobles tell that King Ahasuerus ordered have Queen Vashti before him, but she didn't come. So again, twice here it says Queen Vashti, because when Ahasuerus asked his advisor to think about it and give him advice, he was really feel a little bit uncomfortable to bring severe punishment, because he was afraid that he actually liked her. But Mimuchan, who was the Haman, he wanted to get rid of the Vashti because he had in his when he did his sorcery, he found out from the sorcery that he's going to be killed by the queen, and thinking that's going to be Vashti, he wanted to kill her. So he brings the case here, and it says that I'm willing to abrogate all my powers, and because Madai Iparas was the kingdom which was not just an absolute monarchy, but monarchy with the council, means the constitution, with the constitution and a monarchy, and constitution and advisors had ability to stop decree of the king from killing someone. So Haman says, I'm going to give up my power, and I suggest everyone in the council also give all the powers to King Ahasuerus. So then again, when she is mentioned here, the next time she's mentioned, she says again that she is a Vashti Malka, meaning that she is first Vashti and then Malka. And she said, just kill the Vashti. When the last time it mentioned here, it says not to be revoked, and Vashti would not come before the king Ahasuerus. So basically, Aman demoted her from the kingship or queenship and decided that she can be killed.
So you don't even have Esther yet.
Esther didn't come to the scene yet. It's not there yet. But it's also it's interesting that you mentioned when Haman advised this consul give up their rights. What happened next day? It says the Hashverosh woke up from his drunken stupor, and it says that his anger abated and he remembered Vashti. And he checked who was responsible for giving him advice, and he basically killed all these 7 men, but Memuchan, but Haman, who was advising him to do that. And since that moment, his power was totally unlimited by the advisory board. And as a part of the Hashem's plan, eventually, when Queen Esther wanted to ask protection from Ahasuerus and protect Jewish people from being annihilated, she pointed her hand and says, this Haman is responsible, who wants to kill me and kill all my nation. Save us. And it says that Ahasuerus became very angry, and it says that they covered the face of the Haman. And Haman was hanged on a tree. If the council of 7 men advisors that existed originally at the time still would have been there, Haman would not be killed because he still had a chance of protection and some legal protection and advisors, have some type of a court case. But here, he himself wanted the ability of the consulship to be removed, and he was the one punished and killed, and that was a plan of Hashem.